Welcome to Parties Extra, brought to you by our sponsor, Party Galaxy. I am Helen Ford Wallace, and we are at the Oklahoman's video studio with Mike and Carly and Becky of the Renaissance Ball. Welcome you all.
Thanks for having us.
Well, this year's Renaissance Ball is upon us. It is next week. So, Mike, tell us when it is, where it is, and a little bit about it.
Well, it is next Friday night, and it starts at 7 o'clock with happy hour, if you will, cocktails in the foyer at the Oklahoma City Golf and Country Club. And then we will have a seated black tie dinner. And then after dinner, Carly has put together a very nice late night, I believe is what we're calling it, again this year, party that will have both a band and a DJ. So we'll be partying till midnight.
Partying on. Well, this is one of the prettiest balls that Oklahoma City, that's here. And I just think that every time someone goes, they just rave on and on about it. So you're to be congratulated before the event, because I know I know it will be wonderful. So is there a theme?
There is a theme. My wife and I, Martha.
She's a chairman too, isn't she?
She's a co-chairman with me. She was not able to make it this afternoon, but we went to the museum, and at that point in time, one of the exhibits was the Japanese woodblock prints that are part of the permanent collection of the museum. And we were so struck by that we decided that the theme for the ball was going to be kind of a Japanese theme.
How cool.
So it's going to be, I think, a little different from anything that we've seen, certainly in Oklahoma City in a while. I've never seen it. So it's going to be very entertaining, and it's going to feature some copies and very large prints of some of the Japanese woodblock prints from the museum.
Yeah, how wonderful is that? That's a great idea. And this ball kicks off the social season for the whole year, doesn't it? I mean, this is where we start.
It does.
I think that's great.
It's the biggest fundraiser for the museum. So I just think it's so wonderful that Mike and Martha wanted to include the woodblock prints, just to
how nice that is.
Kind of remind everyone why we're throwing this big party, and it really is special this year to have the actual art recreated and posted around at the event.
Well, so what else? What will the centerpieces look like?
I'm not the flower expert. My wife was in charge of that, but
they're going to be beautiful.
they're going to be pretty, and I know that we're going to have some cherry blossoms. And do you remember a little bit more of what we're having?
I don't know too much about the centerpieces,
Okay.
but they'll be a nice surprise.
They'll be pretty.
Okay, so how about sponsors? Do you still need sponsors, or do you have enough sponsors? Or
So the Renaissance Ball is now sold out.
Oh, it's sold out.
Yes.
Good.
So we're now working on late night. So we still have tickets available for late night, 9:30 to midnight. And those tickets are $100 for non-Moderns members and $75 for Moderns members. And Carly can tell you a little bit about the Moderns.
Oh, let's hear about those Moderns.
So the Moderns is the young patron group that patronizes the Oklahoma City Museum of Art. So we're trying to get more young people involved.
You're doing a good job, I think.
Yeah, in the museum, which has been a fun role. And my husband and I have helped plan late night to try and get some more of the younger people in the community involved with the museum.
And that's a separate ticket, right?
That is a separate ticket. Yep, that's what Becky was saying. That's the $100 ticket for non-members, $75 for members. And then, so it starts at 9:30 and goes till midnight. And we have a really fun DJ. And
from Dallas.
Yes. Yep, from Dallas.
And then you have light bites. Last year, it seems like you all had, and I tried to tell Becky this, and I can't remember, some ice sculpture with glasses or something. I don't know. Will you be doing some of that this year?
Yep, we'll have an ice sculpture this year. That will be out for the whole ball, I believe.
Right, it will be out for the grand entrance. Yes.
Grand entrance. And then for late night, we'll have light bites and a special cocktail.
Oh, what is it? Is it a signature?
All I can say is that it has hibiscus in it,
Oh.
and it's very delicious.
That
was your
That
They're
goes
out-
with your
Hey.
theme.
We're thinking ahead, right?
That is pretty awesome, you all. Okay, so what do modern members do? I mean, is it a group that it meets or?
So we don't regularly meet, but we have a lot of events throughout the year. So we have like a bike art event. We have a Christmas party. We have a beer event, which is called Art on Tap. So there's a lot of events throughout the year that Moderns members get discounted tickets or special admittance to.
How old are they?
I believe it's like patrons under 40.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the ball. What do people wear? Do they dance? And how many are coming?
So we do black tie, and obviously the women will be in ball gowns, and that gives the
Japanese ball gowns?
Don't believe so, but there will definitely be some Japanese traditional wear on display that will be very entertaining. I don't think we've seen that in Oklahoma City. And then for the late night, the moderns just dress basically in cocktail attire, if I remember right.
Not
So-
ball gowns, okay.
But not ball gowns.
Okay, so how many do you all have coming?
So we're still taking RSVPs right now, so we don't have a final number for you. But
How about the ball?
for both,
Oh,
we're,
for
s-
both,
we're yeah
okay.
we're waiting on all the RSVPs to come in and working on seating and all that fun
Okay,
stuff right
so
now.
How about honorary chairman? Last year you had an honorary chairman. How about this year?
Do you want to talk about
Well, it's Amalia and Paul Silverstein, and they have been patrons of the museum for many, many years and have been very generous to the museum. So we always want to thank them, and this year especially thank them for their patronage of the museum throughout many, many years.
Well, they're just wonderful people.
They are very wonderful people.
Okay, so the proceeds support the museum programs?
Yes,
Tell us
support the
about that.
museum. So they support everything at the museum. Our special exhibitions like Kehinde Wiley, A New Republic, that's at the museum right now, or like the Japanese woodblock print exhibition that Mike mentioned. All of our programming, our classes, our camps for kids, everything that goes on at the museum is supported by this important fundraiser.
That is awesome. So where do they get tickets?
So tickets to late night are on sale at okcmoa.com/late night.
Okay, and can't get them at the door.
I believe you can get them at the door. Yes, you can get late night tickets at the door.
Okay,
Yep.
and is there a waiting list for the ball? That was the other thing I wanted to ask.
So they can, if you are interested in being on the waiting list, you can call the museum at 405-236-3100, and we'll get you in touch with our development department so we can talk about that.
Okay, that's a good thing to say. Okay, any other events for the Oklahoma City Museum of Art coming up?
So as Carly mentioned, we've got our Art on Tap beer tasting event coming up October 6th. That's always a lot of fun. We've got over 80 varieties of beer, live music, the roof will be open. It's
That is
usually a
fun
beautiful
time, yes.
night.
Yes, great evening.
Yes, yeah, it's a lot of fun, food from local restaurants. And we'll be putting tickets on sale for that next weekend, and that does always sell out, so definitely get tickets early for that. And then we'll unfortunately be closing our summer exhibition next weekend as well. So on September 10th, Kehinde Wiley, A New Republic, that's the last day to see it at the museum. So definitely encouraging people to come in the next week and check that out before it's gone. We're the last stop, so after this you actually won't be able to see the exhibition again anywhere. So it's kind of exciting for us. And then we've got a new exhibition opening at the end of October, which is Masterstrokes Dutch and Flemish drawings from the Golden Age.
Oh, I bet that's good.
It's going to be fantastic.
Fabulous.
It's going to run through the holidays, has artists like Rembrandt and Rubens and Van Dyck, just a lot of really exciting big names and actual drawings that where their hands actually touched the paper that will be showing. So not prints, they're all original drawings.
Oh my,
Yeah.
you all always have something great going on. I mean, from movies to, you just have something
keeps us busy.
I'm sure. Okay, what else, anything else about the Renaissance Ball?
Well, we'd just love to have everybody get on the waiting list, and hopefully we'll have some spots open up. And always, late night is just a lot of fun, very high energy. It's tough to leave at 12 o'clock sometimes, but they kick us out of there at 12. So I think if you come to that, you will just have a marvelous time.
Okay, and
Yeah, I'm echoing what Mike said. Come to late night. We have room, and it's a fun party. You get to dress up, and
your
on out.
husband is your co-chairman,
that's correct.
What's
yes.
his name?
His name's Tim Sowecke.
Tim.
Yep.
Okay, so we have that's kind of a nice touch. The couples. That's really nice.
And we pretty much agreed on everything, which is good.
Yes.
Okay, anything else, Becky?
No, I think that's it. You guys covered it.
Well, we are really looking forward to this ball, and thanks to all three of you all for chairing the events and for hosting such a very special Oklahoma City party. It'll be a great night. Thank you
Thanks
all.
for having
Thank you for having us.
Appreciate it.